Division of Occupations. Occupations can be divided into three categories: A. Primary, B. Secondary, C. Tertiary. Primary occupations are those which produce products directly from natural resources like agriculture, cattle farming, fishing, etc. Secondary occupations involve the conversion of raw materials into articles of utility. For example, raw cotton is processed into cotton textiles through machinery. Tertiary occupations relate to the production of services that are required for distribution like airways, railways, postal services, etc. As you may notice, each of these occupations are interdependent. For example, a farmer produces food which is eaten by the people working in secondary and tertiary sectors. A person working in secondary sector produces goods, for example clothes, which are used by the people working in primary and tertiary sectors. Similarly, both primary and secondary sectors require services produced by tertiary sector, without which production will not take place. Some other ways of earning livelihood in rural areas. Babu Dudhwala, milkman. Babu runs a small dairy. He has 3 buffaloes and 2 milks. He milks them twice a day in the morning and evening. After that he goes door to door in the nearby town to supply milk. He has some regular customers. He sometimes sells it in local milk cooperatives. In this way, he earns his livelihood and meets all the financial liabilities towards his family. All the members of his family help him in the related work. Like him, many others are there who earn their livelihood by the milkmanship. Mohammad Safi The Sabzi, village seller. Mohammad Safi is popularly known as Safi Chacha in his village. He brings fresh vegetables like spinach, onion, potato, brinjal, gourd, bitter gourd, coriander leaves and many seasonal vegetables from the big sabzi mandi, village market and sells door to door. By this way he earns his livelihood for all the financial support to his family. Jacob Phalwala, fruit seller. Jacob fulfills the villagers' needs of fruit. He also goes to nearby villages to sell fruits. Thus he makes money and keeps his family happy. Ananya, the Shiksha Mitra, contract teacher. Ananya is a young girl of 24. She is well educated. She did Masters and B.Ed and has also been appointed as teacher on contract basis by the government of Uttar Pradesh. She is dedicated to teaching. In turn, she gets fixed salary. She supports her small farmer parents financially with this salary. Like her, Chitra is nurse in her village and Man Singh is basic health worker, BHW. Thus it can be said that teaching, health provision, etc. are also the ways of earning livelihood in rural areas. Siddha Ghom Chawla, chaat seller. Siddha's chaat is famous not only in his village but also in surrounding villages also. His wife helps him in preparing the aloo tikki, dahi bhalle, vade. With sufficient earning, Siddha and his family is happy. Asharaf Cycle Mistri, cycle mechanic. Cycle is the main means of transportation in villages. Ashraf chose his career as cycle repairer. By repairing cycles in rickshaw, he earns his livelihood. Mukta Didi, a tailor. Due to her sweet behavior, everybody, irrespective of age, caste, religion, calls Mukta as Mukta Didi. She stitches clothes to earn her livelihood. With the above description, it is clear that there are many other sources of livelihood other than farming. Trivia. The Ministry of Rural Infrastructure, Government of India and the Planning Commission of India aim at village industry planning in India and its development through the following: A. Irrigation, B. Roads, C. Housing, D. Water supply, E. Electrification, F. Telecommunication connectivity. Further, they have launched the Bharat Nirman scheme for the development of rural infrastructure. Urban livelihood. Unlike in rural areas, people in urban areas are primarily engaged in secondary and tertiary occupations. Some of the areas of occupation in urban areas are administrative jobs, banking, health, education, construction activities, etc. Since urban areas offer more opportunities of income, there is constant migration from rural to urban areas in search of jobs. Causes of migration. One of the most important causes of migration is the relatively low level of productivity in the agricultural sector. Lack of educational opportunities, medical facilities, unemployment, etc. attracts people from rural to urban areas. Because of this, many landless and agricultural laborers move to urban areas in search of casual work. These migrants generally live in slum areas without electricity and water. Most of the urban poor are employed as casual workers, daily wage earners, domestic servants, and workers in restaurants and as rickshaw pullers. When a person is unable to find a job, he is referred to as unemployed. Regular employment refers to a situation where a person has a regular job throughout the year. People who get regular employment work only for some parts of the year as wage laborers. They are called casual laborers. To generate more employment opportunities, the government has introduced a number of measures such as skill development and self-help groups, industrial training institutions, and loan facilities for starting cottage and small-scale industries. Trivia. Over a period of time, cottage industry has developed as a major sector of occupation in Indian villages. Many villagers are involved in various kinds of arts and crafts and earn their livelihood by these. The occupations of artisans in pottery, wood, cloth, metal, and leather work are part of Indian village life since ancient times.